Friends, someone has rightly said that stop enjoying the problems of others or else God, we will give you the same gift because God gives us the gift in which we enjoy. You must have heard a lot of stories about habits. Just as being compelled by habit is an old habit, it will come and go. There are many sayings that life is like habit, but habits are not made like that. Actually, we live habits in the name of life. If you gather many habits in one place, then our life is formed. Hello friends, welcome to the Believer Bite channel from the heart. Friends, a long time ago, there was a king who was his subjects, and he took great care of the family. But the king had been suspicious of his men for a few days, and that king's there were also 3 very special ministers who handled his work. But for a few days, one of those 3 ministers of the king has been like this. There was a minister who was doing the king's money, and that minister was doing his work, he wasn't doing it properly either. Now the king was in a dilemma. The king could not understand which of those 3 ministers. To find out which minister is dishonest and which minister is honest, one day the king called those 3 ministers to him and said, "Look, minister, yes, our birthday is coming up, so you 3 should go to a dense forest, and all 3 of you will be given a bag each." He gave each bag to the 3 of them and told them that you 3 separate. The separation will be given in the dense forest. In that forest you have to find the fruit and the good and fresh. This cart has to be brought full with fruit. And all 3 of you have only time till this evening. According to the king, those 3 ministers came to the forest. After that, those 3 ministers came to the forest. After that, the first minister was very honest and hardworking. So he made a lot of different and good and fresh fruit for the king. The cart was completely filled. But it took him a lot of hard work to do all this. He was very tired and did his work honestly. Now the second minister was very clever. He thought the king had enough time to check all this. Whether I have brought good fruit or bad, it is the same fruit as it is without working hard. He kept it in his cart without thinking that he was good or the fruits he got on the ground were too much, and that comfort he sat down under it. Now the third minister was very dishonest and lazy. He thought that the king would see only the length and weight of the cart. It won't see what's inside the clod and how good or bad the thing is. So that third minister, without thinking anything small, took his cart with dry leaves and he filled his cart with some small stones, and that too under he sat down and waited for evening. According to the king's instructions, the time was over. It was also evening. Now those 3 ministers also together with their handcarts in the king's palace I came back. When the king saw that those 3 ministers had returned from the forest, the king gave them 3. He did not open the minister's cart and see what was inside it, and he did not see what was inside those 3 ministers. He was imprisoned for a month in different jails. The king ordered the soldiers to eat these 3 for a month. They will not be given, and all 3 will also eat the same fruit for a month. All 3 have brought it from the forest in their cart. And those 3 ministers were imprisoned by the king. So who was the first minister to put good and different fruits in his cart? He spent a month in jail, comfortably in the jam, eating the good fruit which he himself had accumulated. The second minister who followed he who had kept the fruit in his cart was the same useless and spoiled eat fruit for a month, and he could not last long in that prison, and later he fell ill due to eating spoiled fruit, and his health deteriorated. Done. Now there was the third minister who was very dishonest and lazy, who had dried leaves in his cart, and some small stones were full because his cart had some dry leaves to eat, and there were only a few small stones. So what would he eat for a month? And only then he would get his eye began to regret the dishonesty and laziness that maybe I had worked hard that day. If I had kept fruits in the cart, I would not have been in this situation today, and he without eating anything. The minister was in jail after 2 days of starvation. The cause died. So friends, we get this lesson from this story that we who are lazy and they are dishonest. Dishonesty means not doing anything in your own work, not putting your mind, and if we sit idle, it does not matter to us today. Today we will do our they take rest by being lazy and work. But tomorrow in the future, after a few days, we regret it. You must have heard a lot of people say that I wish at that time if I had done this, I would have been in that person's place today. But at that time they had adopted laziness. That is why he is where he is today. and the person who adopted hard work if you go ahead in your destination, then dishonesty and laziness with your work at all don't. After that, we get nothing but regrets. No one can put a price on this time. We cannot bring back a single minute of our life, even by paying lakhs of rupees. So make good use of this time. Time is a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is that what we pass it on is in our hands, and the bad thing is that time passes and everyone has 24 in a day. The poor have hours, and the rich also have this only. What new can we do from that time in our hands? Take a moment to account for what we are passing them in. So if you want to spread this story to more people, like the video so that the video reaches more people deliver. Friends, what did you learn from today's video? You can tell me in the comment. So friends, if you like this story, then like it, comment, and share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to our channel so that you will continue to bring such a story for you even further. Then that's all for today. I'll see you the next day with another such story.